tell my shipmates about my favorite play, Othello.
Whoa, nice to see you come below deck. How's it going up there?
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun up there looking at the ocean, you know, watching the ships rock back and forth.
Oh no, that wouldn't help me at all. I'm actually feeling quite a bit queasy right now.
Well, do you want to play something like air hockey, board games?
Oh no, I don't think that would help me. I think I would probably throw up. You know, I would really enjoy a story, actually.
A story? What about a play? Like Shakespeare.
Shakespeare? Who's that?
Oh, you don't know Shakespeare?
I really don't.
William Shakespeare was a poet, an English poet, playwright, and actor, and widely regarded in the English language as a drama writer. He's often called the England's national poet. His plays are actually for the Queen and the King,
Oh,
James.
yeah. Must have been really important then.
Very important. He wrote Othello, which is one of my favorite plays ever.
Wait, Othello? That actually sounds familiar. I might have watched a movie named Othello.
Oh yeah?
Once,
Yeah. Othello is one of his later plays. It was written in 1603, based on the story of Un Capitano Moro in 1565. I can show you a clip of it too if you want to. Later.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, this one line has really stuck out to me. Oh, beware, my lord of jealousy, it's the green-eyed monster.
So, who even was Othello?
Well, he was a general of the Venetian army, highly respected dude.
Oh, I remember it now. Dude, yeah, so like his insecurities was what let Iago really just prey upon his, insecurities.
Yes.
And he was his right-hand man, and
Yes,
I
yes,
remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Iago worked under Othello. And
Wait, so how did Othello wrong Iago in the first place to make him want to have this revenge plot?
well, according to Iago, he skipped over him for some promotion in the army, right? To get the younger Cassio, which he also hates, right? But other than that, he has no motivation.
Oh, yikes. That's why he's trying to convince Othello that Desdemona is unfaithful.
Yeah, Desdemona is his wife. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he drags a lot of other characters into it too, like Rodrigo, which is a guy who's in love with Desdemona, and his own wife too, Amelia.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Iago convinces Rodrigo that to tell Desdemona's father that Desdemona ran away with Othello in order to make him mad.
Wait, wasn't her dad's name Brabantio? Yeah. Was he alarmed when he heard this news? I bet he was.
Iago has orchestrated the whole thing, even yelling bad things about Othello as he was like running up. Then he slipped away so no one would know that it was his fault that all that went down.
Well, what happens when her dad actually confronts Othello?
Well, at first the dad is really upset, but then when Othello goes up to the kind of court and starts telling about how much he loves Desdemona, they let him get married anyway. So, yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Beautiful life.
So that was Act 1, right?
Yeah, that was Act 1.
Okay, and then I think Act 2, that really must have opened off with a storm.
Yeah, it did. A big storm, like an actual storm.
Wait, so is this where Cassio comes in and he's arriving in Cyprus and he's being nice to everyone? And that's where he meets Desdemona.
Yeah, well, you see, Othello was on a different ship, right? So Iago and Desdemona and Amelia, which is Iago's wife, all came on a different ship, and they were both delayed, but Othello was delayed even more from the brutal storm. So he and Desdemona are really happy to see each other once Othello does come, though.
But I'm sure Iago and Rodrigo could not have been happy to see Desdemona and Othello being happy. So is this where they make Cassio get super drunk or something?
Okay, yeah. Cassio gets stripped of his new position after he gets drunk and starts fighting with some other people. And then Iago convinces Cassio to go to Desdemona to vouch for him to get his job back with Othello.
And then I'm sure Desdemona didn't know about Iago's plan to, regain his position. So she unknowingly helps Cassio regain his position. And everything just falls into place with
Iago's plan.
Iago's plan.
Yeah, well, here's the clip of the movie I actually have. I can show you right now if you want to look at it.
Okay, yeah.
Excellent wretch, perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee, and when I love thee not, chaos has come again.
My noble lord.
What dost thou say, Iago?
Did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for a satisfaction of my thought, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes, and went between us very oft.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
When Cassio left my wife, what dost thou not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel, if thou dost love me, show me thy thought.
My lord, you know I love you.
I know thou art full of love and honesty, and wast thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore these stops of thine fright me more.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn, I think that he is bequest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem, or those that be not, what they might seem none.
Certain men should be what they seem.
Why then, I think Cassio's an honest man.
Nay, yet there's more in this, I prithee speak to me as thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate and give thy worst of thoughts, thy worst of words.
Utter my thoughts? Why, say they are vile and false, as where is that palace whereinto foul things? Sometimes in true not, who has a breast so pure?
Thou dost conspire against thy friend Iago. If thou but thinks him wrong, and markest his ear, a stranger is thy thought.
I do beseech you, though I perchance am vicious in my guess, it were not for your quiet, nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom, to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls, but he that flinches from me, thy good name, robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
You cannot, if my heart were in your hand, nor shall wast tist in my custody.
Ha!
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. Oh, that cuckold lives in bliss, who, certain of his fate, loves not his wronger, but oh, what damned minutes tells he o'er. He dotes yet doubts, suspects yet strongly loves.
Oh, misery.
Whoa. That was a lot of action. I feel kind of sick again. I think I need to sit back up there. That line, oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy, for it is a green-eyed monster which doth mock. That's really resonating inside of me right now.
Yeah, I know. I always like dropping hints that Desdemona's unfaithful right to Othello in front of his face. But by beware, he really means, I hope you become jealous and kill your wife, because that would be ironic.
That's so crazy. That's sneaky. Othello seems like the kind of person who needs like evidence though before he makes any quick judgments.
Yeah, you're right. Iago later brings up Desdemona's dad though. Yeah, again.
She really deceived her own dad too. Like she had to sneak away and everything. And like Iago's really just trying to use that action against her.
Totally. Yeah, claims it was Desdemona's God-given nature to reject all of those kind of men.
I see his sexist nature now. Yes. And I guess he really goes back to that unnatural choice. You know, he really tries to use how it wasn't right. And he dwells on how she needs to come back to her natural senses, and she might go back on her choice to marry Othello and instead marry someone who isn't black, basically.
Yeah, Othello knows Desdemona is desirable, and that he himself even says that, earlier that she had eyes and chose, him. So
it's pretty clear that the seed of suspicion has been planted. Wait, so what happens later? I want to know.
Well, the rest of the play involves Desdemona dropping a handkerchief that Othello gave to her on their honeymoon, right? And Emilia, Iago's unsuspecting wife of what his plan is, picks it up and gives it to Othello, and Iago then tells Othello that Desdemona and Cassio had the handkerchief at the time.
Whoa.
Which is like evidence, yeah.
Othello must have been incensed when he found out that Desdemona would have given away such a significant little thing.
Yeah, and then Othello immediately believes that she's guilty.
That's crazy. Desdemona is innocent of everything. Mm-hmm. I wonder if this works out for Othello and Desdemona.
Well, yeah, well, Act 4 begins with Othello deciding to kill Desdemona.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know, putting Iago in charge of killing Cassio. And Desdemona later brings up Cassio because she's trying to help him get his job back.
Oh,
and Othello
yeah.
becomes angry and slaps her.
Whoa, that's not very nice. Wait, does Rodrigo come back?
Yeah, he does right now. He's like upset that Iago has failed to deliver Desdemona to him. So Iago makes him believe that if he kills Cassio, then he will win Desdemona back. So Rodrigo decides to kill Cassio.
Wow, Iago's really manipulated
Yeah.
everyone here. So these people really suck.
Yeah.
How does Desdemona feel during all of this?
Desdemona knows that she's gonna die soon, so.
Ooh, that's very ominous.
Well, Act 5 then is a lot of action.
I love action, especially reading it.
Here, why don't you read this summary I found?
Oh my god. Rodrigo and Cassio fight pretty much. And during the commotion, Othello enters Desdemona's room. Oh my god. And Desdemona awakens and she's like pleading with Othello not to kill her. But he's smothering her. Amelia comes in to bring news of Rodrigo's death because he lost while he was trying to kill Cassio. And Cassio was wounded. Amelia sees Othello trying to kill Desdemona and she tries to stop him by telling him about her suspicions of Iago because oh my god. And Othello's still not convinced that Iago's evil.
Okay, well, I'll tell the rest. Iago then stabs and kills Amelia for uncovering his plans. Othello stabs Iago, then gives a monologue overcome with grief, and then kills himself.
Oh my god. That is so sad. So it's kind of crazy that Amelia would kill her own husband.
I know. Yeah, she was suspicious the whole time and was truly loyal to Desdemona, way more than even her husband. She didn't tell Desdemona her suspicions because she was kind of still doubtful, though.
So that's it?
Cassio sails home to tell everyone, you know, the sadness how that happened on the ship.
So sad. I mean, it's a pretty nice play, though. Is that it? Yeah.
Well, did you learn any lessons?
I guess you can't believe everything you hear. You gotta carefully collect this information.
Yeah, Othello was really badly manipulated by Iago. He describes Iago as a fellow with exceeding honesty and knows all quantities with a learned spirit.
Shakespeare talks a little bit about interracial marriage here.
Yeah. People can love whoever they want. It's not a strange thing.
I guess Iago was right too. Jealousy is a monster. I thought it was a pretty good play. It really distracted me from how sick I was feeling this whole time too. I feel a lot better. So, what do you think about the play? Like, do you learn anything?
I mean, going back to what you said about interracial marriage, this is a really progressive novel for the time, despite its tragic ending. Yeah, they really could have lived a life that was free in all senses and not in a world where racial prejudice and sexual inequality, existed and were so ingrained.
That's still relevant today.
Yeah, it really is. It's a timeless play. All the themes can be applied to modern day issues. I love this
Is
play.
that pretty close to what the professionals think?
Many experts have also pointed out how several aspects of the relationship was against the grain in Venetian, society at the time, from the beginning of their rational movement.
Yeah, the couple really acts in a way that's just ahead of their time.
Experts also often talk about, the character Iago is one of the most evil characters in all of Shakespeare's plays.
Do they see Iago that way because he uses people's greatest insecurities and weaknesses to manipulate them, or because he's just likes to act really cool?
Definitely both. Many have pointed out that his motivations seem to lie in his fervent adoption of Venetian beliefs, but some people even call it motiveless malignancy because he just kind of seems to do it without any real reason. Well, how do you feel now? Do you still feel queasy?
Not at all.
No.
I think we landed, in fact.
I think we did. We should go outside, go look at the sun. Paradise.